Welcome to the Big D Boxing Page show. Okay, today we have a good show. We're going to talk about the Badou Jack Adonis Stevenson boxing match. That was a good one. Gary Russell, Joe Diaz was a good one. Devin, Haney, Mason, Menard. Talk about a little bit about that. Then we're talking about some other stuff, you know what I mean? Maybe about life of a fighter. How about that? Life of a fighter. Let's talk about that. And what's it like to be on a big stage? You know what I mean? On Showtime, HBO, ESPN, people in the world watching. We'll break a little bit about that down too. But let's get started with the fight. Adonis Stevenson and Badou Jack. Okay, I thought that was a great fight. I thought that, Badou Jack fought a smart fight. I think the coach, Lou DeVal, put together an excellent game plan. I thought they executed the game plan to perfection, and you saw two champions going at it. So Adonis Stevenson, power puncher, gritty, southpaw. So it turned out to be two champions really fighting each other. I thought it was smart for Badou to kind of fill him out the first couple of rounds. Badou was doing a smart thing by stepping around to his left away from Adonis and Stevenson's power hand, even up close. If you notice, when they were inside, he kept stepping around. Now later on in the rounds, Badou started staying there a little more once some of the power dissipated from Adonis Stevenson, and he was able to hit Adonis Stevenson with that right hand by varying different angles he was throwing it at. So sometimes he'll throw it straight, sometimes he'll throw it to the body, sometimes he'll look to the body and he'll actually throw it up top. That's the one that kind of got him. So that was a smart game plan by stepping around away from the power and then going to the body later into the fight to break Adonis and Stevenson down. Adonis Stevenson came out strong. He did a great job of taking it to him. Once the fight materialized, age crept in, I think, a little bit. Some of that body shots start taking effect, but he fought like a champion, and he was able to pull out that a good body shot in the 10th round to turn the fight back away from all the momentum that Badou built up, and then give Badou credit again, like a champion. He fought back from that to gain control in the 12th round. So you saw two champions behaving like champions in the ring. So I thought that was a great fight. The decision, okay, Badou's my man. So, of course, I want Badou to win. I think he won the fight. But, like Badou, who am I to argue with the judges? And let me speak on Badou. What you saw on television with Badou Jack, it's the way he really is. He is a nice, mild-mannered young man. He's been like that for years. I've been on him for years, before he became champion, before he became famous. And what you see there is how he really is in real life. He's a very nice person, somebody you could talk to, and he's just a reasonable young man. So shout out to Badou, because in my opinion, he behaves himself like a true champion. And he is a true champion, and when he fights in that ring, he shows the heart and the lion of a true champion. But when he's out that ring, he's a very nice person, okay? So, Badou, my heart is going to be with you forever, and Lou DeVal, you did a great job, all right? So now, Gary Russell, Joe Diaz fight. That was a very entertaining fight, too. On the same ticket, all right? What I thought about that fight, I thought Gary Russell clearly was the speedier guy. Joe Diaz had more compact punches in the trenches, so to speak. Joe Diaz, the thing was getting there. I thought Gary Russell did maybe a C+ job of using the jab and keeping Joe Diaz off. You know, look, let me break this down to some of you fighters out there. All right, so if you understand jab and maintain distance, controlling the guy like he was doing before, then you don't take a break by just lawing inside and, you know, allowing the guy to work. Those are voluntary type movements that a fighter does, maybe when he's tired or whatever, but that allows Joe Diaz, who's the, you know, wants to get inside, to be able to rip his shots off. And what happens is that fighter no longer, no longer boxing, he gets caught up in that type of fight for stretches at a time. So it takes a lot out of that fighter who wants to keep that strategy of boxing, using the jab, and moving. So listen, when you're in the ring and things are going your way, and I see it a lot of times, that's why I'm bringing it up, okay? When things going your way, don't just, you know, I'm talking to some of you fighters out there, don't do good, all of a sudden, you know, you just cover up for no reason. Nah, you maintain that till that fighter breaks you, puts you in a situation to change how the fight is dictated. You don't do it on yourself, okay? So I thought the fight was an entertaining fight, a great fight. In the later rounds, I thought Gary Russell was able to maintain his jab and distance and really pull out, you know, a decision win. But I thought he could have made the fight a little easier if he could have just stayed a little bit more disciplined and not try to bang it out as much. I thought Joe Diaz fought a great fight. As a young fighter, he has nothing to hold his head down about. He did great. He just fought somebody that had a little bit more tools, a little bit more experience, and executed his game plan just a little bit better, but not good as it could have been, okay? So if you ever see this Gary Russell, you know. All right, next fight I want to talk about. Did y'all see the Devin Haney Mason Menard fight last week over there in Philly? Oh, yeah. I was there. Yeah, I'm part of Team Haney, so I got to see it in person, so I didn't watch it on television. And those two things are different. So if y'all want to ever know that, watching the fight in person and watching the fight on television is two different things, okay? All right, so I was in person, so I don't see it the way most of you will be able to see it. But what I thought about that fight, I thought, yeah, Devin Haney, a young 19-year-old phenom, I think he is what they say he is. He is what I say he is. And I thought that the fight would go like that. You know, my prediction going to the fight, if y'all ever watch on some of my other pages, my YouTube channel, I said that Devin wouldn't get hit no more than 10 times, okay? So we giving him 2. You punch that, forget all that, you know. But basically, yeah, the fight came out the way, you know, we thought. He could have took him out early, you know, really seriously. But, you know, it's the first time out on Showtime, big fight. I mean, you kind of want to, you know, feel your way through, you know. There's other fights to really get into that, but I thought he fought a perfect fight. I thought Mason Menard, he was in Never Never Land when he signed the contract. I'm playing, y'all, but I'm really I'm dead serious. Yeah, Mason Menard was in trouble from the beginning. Yeah, we know that, you know, he look at tapes and we know that, you know, they cut the game plan and they believe they can win. He has experience. He's a grown man. Yeah, we get all that. We knew that that's basically what, you know, he was thinking. He would come out and fight like that. But like so many other people we see spar Devin that y'all don't see, they have a worse plan for Devin in the ring because they trying to get back that already happened to him, or, you know, trying to make a statement of their own. So those thoughts that he's thinking, we see and feel all the time. So we didn't care. You know, I was watching, you can see it on one of my YouTube channels, I was watching one of Mason Menard's people actually do an interview, and he was saying the strategy, how he was going to wear Devin down, and you know what I mean? And I thought to myself, like, man, you don't even know. You're not even gonna hit him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, he tried, but listen, y'all. Listen, let me be real again. When you're on the outside of the ring and you watching two people on the inside of that ring, it looks easy. It looks like, I can, 95%. Yeah, listen, no. No. Listen. It's a lot of stuff that goes on in the ring, okay, between two people. And some people have high IQs, and some people got higher IQs, and they both in that ring doing stuff. So it ain't like what you see. Those two people in that ring feeling each other's heartbeat, feeling the pressure of another fighter, feeling if he tired, you know what I mean? Feeling if he got... Those two people have a certain chemistry that's going on. They magnifying. So we on the outside, y'all. We on the outside. You're not in there. Okay? So it's different. All right, you up in there, that's a whole nother energy. It's going to tumble a whole nother different way. Okay? So listen. Some of y'all say, if I was, all you got to do, no. I'm just being real. No. Okay? No. Okay? When you in there, those are the situations that's happening up in there between two people concentrating on each other. When you get in there, it's going to be you and that person, so things ain't going to be what you saw, all right? So I just wanted to bring that up. But back to the Devin fight, yeah, I mean, he tried. Bottom line, he tried, did the best he could. What about him not coming out for the 12th round? I thought he was done in the 11th round. Okay, I was sitting behind our corner. So I was yelling that he was done. I knew he was done. Devin knows my voice. Okay, we in the gym all the time. So I'm trying to tell Devin, hey, he done. I see it. He over. It's over. So when he didn't come out for the 12th, I wasn't at the four corners, but I got to that ring quick because I kind of knew that this might be it. And next thing I know, I see people standing up. So yeah, I had a feeling that's what the situation was going on. So I don't know what it looked like on TV, okay? But personally, that was what I saw. And yeah, I think far as Devin, y'all just beginning to see the future for real. That wasn't luck. That wasn't luck at all, okay? And it can get brutal worse. I mean, we seen people just try to go crazy at him. Oh, man, it just gets brutally worse, okay? So, no, you haven't seen the best, and he's going to get better, okay? So I'm in this corner. You got the dad, Kevin Henry, and a host of other trainers that's way bigger than me, that's supporting him. So he's just a young fighter that's going to get better, all right? So look forward to that. Now, I want to switch gears, if I may. I hope y'all enjoyed me talking about those fights. But let me switch gears. Let's talk about something like this. What is it like to be a trainer or a fighter or somebody close to that fighter, and you're on that national stage on Showtime or HBO or ESPN? What's that atmosphere like? Since some of y'all saw me on TV with Devin, I'm kind of gonna go through that. I'm gonna talk about some of my past experience too. That wasn't my first time. So I was with Zab for a number of years. He got 6 world titles. I was there with at least 2 or 3 of them. Okay, so you can look back and check that all out. All right, I was there for all that time. So. I've been in a lot of big stadiums, the one Barclays, Mandalay Bay, this one, Brooklyn. So I've been in some big stadiums, center stage, and we the main event, the main show. So, okay. So now, kind of break down how that feel going into it all. All right, going into it, you were a fighter, going into it, you got to fight, you got no big fight coming up. What's the feeling? It's part of your job. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, that's what we doing next. It's part of your job. It's what we do. You know, sometimes we see the camera with the fighters, chasing the fighters, talking to fighters, whatever. We back, kicking back. It's just part of our job. We may get a cut, we may not, we may be edited out, you know, all kind of crazy stuff go on, but it's just part of our job. So, we do our job. So we do whatever our job is to the fighter, we do it. If you the cut man, you do what you do in the gym. If you the bag man, if you the pad man, everybody do what they who wipes them down, who do this, who do that, take, you know, gloves on, gloves off. So basically, as you enter in a big fight, you basically going over what you rehearse all that time in training camp. It's just live now in front of people, and you focusing on what you have to do, basically. So you're not really tripping on TV or crowd. You see them, you see the TV. In your subconscious mind, you may, you know, I hope they see me, you know what I mean? I hope I'm on camera, or maybe my mom watching, you know what I mean? Those kind of things may creep into your head, but you really focus on what the fighter needs and what he needs at that time. Because he may be in the backstage, need water, ice, you know, warm up, stretch, you know what I mean? Do we got Vaseline, water, tape? I mean, there's a number of things. Everybody go away, keep people out. So many things that's going on. You only have a team of 4, 5, 6 of y'all. You know, that's working, trying to make sure the fighter is comfortable as possible. So you're doing all kind of things. So you're really not focused on, you know, TV, and things are happening fast. All right, so life, so first it happens slow because you're waiting, just do fight. But at a certain time, things are happening like this. And you just moving, the fighter moving, you moving, 10 seconds out, time's up, 5 minutes, HBO, the camera, whatever show. So things start happening really quick. So when things start happening really quick, you kind of flowing with your job, paying attention to the fight. You always focus on, no matter what you're doing, your main focus is the fighter, and you learn to read your fighter's mannerism. You learn to read your fighter's mind, if you will. So you kind of know before he know, or you listen closely, make sure you understand when he say something. So you always focus on the fighter. Even when you get up there, let's say to the ring, when you finally do all that, you get up there. Okay, so everybody has a job to do still. You know you on TV, you know it's performing, you're entertaining. This is what we do. We are entertainers. I'm entertaining you. So this is what we do. So you doing that. So you know, you probably, some people probably got me in the stands on video. I'm having fun, clowning. I'm talking to Devin my way by being in the position I am, because we understand he knows different voices. We understand that as trainers, fighters can pick out different voices, and at different times, you know, they can react to different voices. So we understand it, no matter how far you're away, we get that. So we all doing that. So now, as it's going on, everything great. Now once it's over, let's talk about the after effects. That's when you can either let loose or let down. Okay, so I've been on both sides of that fence. So, you know, let's talk about the let loose side. When you win, it's like, man, you think about the hard work. You think about, man, we really did it. You think about, that's when you can finally enjoy. You can finally embrace. It's over, like, you know, you finally, like, and then after that, you kind of start looking for, okay, we can look forward to the future and stuff like that. But it's having your plan work. It's having you execute something, you did it. It's going through something, you did it flawless. No hiccups, nobody arguing, nobody fussing. It's just a great feeling when it's all over. Okay, when you lose, well, it's always a fault, you know what I mean, somewhere. I mean, it's always, you know, it don't necessarily have to be the fighter. It could be the referee. It could be the coach. It could be, you know, the grandparent. It could be the, you know, the wife. It could be a number of things. It could be weight issues. It could be, you know, eating. I was weak. I'm sick, my hand hurt. Okay, so when you lose, it's like whatever's going on at home before, it's fitting to kind of trickle down a little bit. You know, you're going to take that home. You know what I mean? So when you win, you come home, oh man, life is good. Your girl can't wait to get home from the airport. Honey, when you coming, you know what I'm saying? She coming, my man coming. She want to kiss you and hug you, and you know, you got all, you know what I'm saying? You have a good night. If you know what I mean, you have a good night. You might have two of them, all right? But when you lose, the dog barking at you, you know what I'm saying? You got bills in the mail. Nigga, I ain't paying my trainer. He didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? My trainer ain't work hard. He don't deserve, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm crazy. But I'm keeping it real. This is Boxing 101 if you don't know. So when you lose, it's just not a good feeling, okay? I can go deeper, but I think you get my point. All right, let's go on another topic. Y'all want to break down something else? Let me try one more topic. All right, let's break down the life of a fighter or a boxer. His life. What does his life consist of? What does he go through? What does he do? All right, so let me break that down just a little bit. The life of a fighter. Well, first of all, it's 24/7. 24/7. Eat, sleep, when he rests. You know, even when he's not fighting, he need to be conscious of he's gonna fight. So he's still in his mind understand that, you know, pretty soon I got to get in this ring. So he could party for a while, but he can know he got to cut it off at a certain point. We ain't going to the party and the life and boxes. Or you can do that on YouTube somewhere else. Okay, we're gonna talk about the life of a fighter. Okay, talk about fighters. I know what fighters party too. All right, let's go there. Yeah, party. Yeah, fighters can party. Look, straight out, these fighters can go in stores and get stuff and not pay for it. I've seen that. Yeah, you not high enough yet. But Mike Tyson, my man, and I hung around Mike Tyson for a while. So yeah, we got stuff free. When I went in by myself, no, I paid for it. Okay, so serious. I'm playing. Every time I laugh, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they can get into certain clubs that most people don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I live out here in Vegas. So they got, you got these casinos, but you got some of these back hole clubs that be partying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So some of the fighters could, have access to that. Eating places, when they party, they can party. You know what I mean? Partying is partying could do a lot of harm to a fighter if he overdo it. You know what I'm saying? If he do it in moderation, it's cool. You know what I mean? But there's plenty of history on fighters partying too much. All right? But when it comes down to training, a dedicated fighter, that's what we're going to pretty much talk about. He going to get up in the morning and kind of do something. You know what I mean? If he ain't running, stretching, exercising, meditating, he gonna eat correctly right away. First meal, breakfast. You gonna put this supplement here, that supplement, that one over there. You gonna mix 3 of those. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put all the nutrients in their body to keep themselves performing at a high level. Okay, so they gonna take care of that. Then they gonna hit up the gym. You know what I mean? After they do their little thing, so they'll probably, after they run, they probably go do floor work. We call floor work, hitting the bag, getting the ring. You know what I mean? Work on timing, doing mitts with the trainer. Sparring, they may do that 2-3 times a week if they got a fight. You know what I mean? They may do that 2-3 times a week if they don't have a fight. You know what I mean? They fight. You know what I mean? But if they have a fight, they seriously training. That's about 2-3 times a week. After that, he come home, rest up his body. He may go through another personal training thing. You know what I mean? That day. He may work out again, like maybe 24-hour fitness, someplace like that. You know what I mean? So his whole day is constantly revolved around fighting. If you got a fight coming up, he may be studying the fighter in between. You know what I mean? He may be working on how to counter whatever that fighter could do best. What move he gonna do to counter it. You know what I mean? So a fighter's life is different. It's a hard life. It's a very physical, demanding life, but mostly it's an 85% mental life. You have to have a very, very tough mind to live a life of a fighter, because there's a lot of cheating involved. And when you cheat in boxing, it shows up in the ring, okay, straight up. That's real. Okay, so I'm finna end my show. I hope y'all like it. This Big D Boxing Page, baby, and we's out.